So I do not have Dancing to the Neverland, no vocal, and I don't know if I've got it at all, so we'll just start. What the heck? Hello, Anine Boujou. Catherine M. Thompson, Indigenous, St. Thomas, Ontario, and Dodom, and Burlington, Ontario, Megwa Burlington, Indigenous. No, Indinda, sorry. I should actually have these someplace where I could see them, shouldn't I? I will. Step back. Yeah, so I don't hear anything coming through the speaker, but when I test the recording, it's okay. I hope that you're hearing me. That's all I can say, because I don't want to do another silent movie like I did and play music from the porch day. And I have practiced these things, and I just don't understand why I'm not getting the same thing today. But I'm sure someone will tell me if you can't hear me eventually. Hopefully you can. I'm seeing the MacBook Pro microphone being, actually that's interesting because it's a MacBook Pro microphone. It's not Cadence. Maybe that's what happened. MacBook Pro works. Yeah, we'll just hope that things are going to work out okay this hour. I was going to do a half an hour, and yesterday Pan asked me to go for an hour. So I'll start with the land acknowledgement. I acknowledge that this event sits on the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Six Nations of the Grand River, as well as the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe Nation, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat confederacies, and the lands of many other Indigenous people who passed through or called and still call this land their home. This territory is part of the Dish with One Spoon Treaty, an agreement between the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and allied nations to peacefully share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. And I'll leave it at that for today. Yes, I have the FaceTime camera on. I'm just going to go ahead and hope that it's working out. It did when I was practicing, and now I can't get it to work. What can I say? So I wanted to thank Panaria for inviting me to this Halloween music marathon. And Pan, if you're there, let me know if you can hear me, please. I would love to know that. I know that some of the music I have is not the backing tracks, so I could not find that in my files. But now Pan has a fantastic, it's called the Panat Stream Channel. So please look that up and join if you can. I was not able to stream this to that channel because it's seen as a group in Facebook, and it simply says you're not allowed to stream to a group. So I'm streaming to my YouTube channel, my Facebook profile, and my Facebook page, Catherine M. Thompson Cat's Cupboard. That's the name of the page and the YouTube channel. So here we go. Also, another interesting thing. I found in Zoom today, when I was Zooming with somebody another musician in Halifax area, that in Zoom, my background is clear. I cannot seem to get this Zoom or this eCam. I can't find where I can make it clear in the background. So you can sort of see that I've got some fall colors out there, but I was really hoping you'd be able to see it because it's quite beautiful. Lots of gold and red and orange. I'm not singing any cover songs because YouTube and Facebook have put copyright infringements on my previous live streams. So hopefully I'm not singing, since I'm not singing covers, there won't be any infringements seen. These are all my own songs after all. And also I don't have any particularly Halloweenish songs. So I've tried to pick out songs that are kind of, slightly spooky and out of my own collection or have something to do with death because this Halloween is All Hallows Eve. Oh, Pan, there you are. Pan, can you hear me, please? Tell me if you can. Because I've set this all up on my sun porch. I've been working with it for a few days, but today, for whatever reason, it decided that it wasn't going to play anything through my speakers. So I would really love to know whether or not you can hear me. And you're not answering, so I'm thinking maybe you can't, but we'll see. Um, so I have, I've looked through all of my files and everything, and I can't seem to find the, no, my phone is going wonky on me, please. Oh dear. I can't find the files that I want. They're just not there. So I'm just going to sing them a cappella, or there we go. Gosh, it's crazy. I'm going to sing a cappella if I don't have the backing track lined up, and if I do, you'll be able to hear it. I hope, but it won't come through the speakers. So who knows what's going on? Maybe I need all new equipment. I've got all new tech equipment, and I had to get this. Yes, you can hear me. Thank you, Pan. That's wonderful. So Pan and Wendy's here. Yay, Catherine. I can't stay for all your songs, but it's great to see you. And Wendy is who I was Zooming with this morning. And I realized Zoom in the background, clear, can't make it clear here. Anyway, I'll get on. So Dancing to the Neverland is probably the scariest, spookiest song that I have in a way, but that's the music and I don't have that. But here we go. I float on the opium of new kisses, firm kisses, smooth kisses. I float on the opium of new kisses, dancing to the Neverland. Lost in the touch of smooth skin, firm lips, questing hands, lost in the touch of questioning eyes that take me dancing to the Neverland. Oh, speak to me, talk to me, what do you want from me? Love, I grow weary, and soon I must rest. Speak to me, sing to me, what will you bring to me? I am so weary, I must find some rest. Like the somnambulist with limbs grown heavy, oh so heavy, far too heavy. Like the somnambulance I follow your lead, takes me dancing to the Neverland. Oh, speak to me, talk to me, what do you want from me? Love, I grow weary, and soon I must rest. Speak to me, sing to me, what will you bring to me? I am so weary, I must find some rest. Words rise slowly, oh so slowly, drifting to the surface in this sleepy mouth, stirring the waters, the dark, dark waters of my need for the Neverland. Oh, speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie down with my head on your chest. Words rise slowly, oh so slowly, drifting to the surface in this sleepy mouth, stirring the waters, the dark, dark waters of my need for the Neverland. Oh, speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie down with my head on your chest. Oh, speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie down. Speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie down. Speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie down with my head on your chest. So that's kind of my spookiest song that I have, I must say. It's not exactly spooky without the music. The music has a pedal steel guitar in it, which is really, it really brings the spookiness to things when it's in that particular rhythm. So it has, a bit about death at the end, in a way. So I'm going to sing my song of the seasons, which is called Breathtaking Gown. And it's kind of funny about that because I was calling it my April October song, and I took it to Song Studio one time. They was like, well, it's Breathtaking Gown. And I'm like, oh, yeah, so it is. So it is. I just have to find it here. I just want to make sure I don't forget. I'm getting older, I don't want to forget any words. There we go. So this is also on Celtic Cat, and which is waiting for re-release. I had Celtic Cat and Cool Cat and Papa's Photo, my holiday song, all came down out of distribution in January when my Toronto distributor closed his doors. Now Wildcat is up on CD Baby, so it's out there everywhere. And I would love it if you would look me up on Spotify as an artist and follow me as an artist, not just the songs, because that adds up to very few numbers. Um, um, so Breathtaking Gown, it's really funny about this song because one fall day when I was driving to work and turned down Fourth Line in Niagara, there was a field filled with purple asters. And by the time I got to work, I had the fall winter version of this song in my head. It was complete. And I tried over the years to try to write the spring summer part of it, and totally without any success. It was just terrible. So one spring day, I was driving up to Brock University and went driving along past a peach orchard at the right time where there were pink blossoms everywhere. And so by the time I got to Brock University, I had the song. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've plagiarized somebody else's song because I must have done because that melody is so familiar. It was the other half of the fall winter song. And so I'll give you Breathtaking Gown, which has a little touch of death at the end of it. And I'm going to have a drink of water first. Yeah, I always forget to drink water when I'm performing, and then I get huskier and huskier. It's a family trait, I'm afraid. So this is Breathtaking Gown. Trees. Oh, I have the backing track for that. I believe I do. No, it might not be on this one. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, wait a minute. I know the problem. It's called an instrumental. It's called instrumental, but where is it? Oh, that's Celtic Cat. There it is. Oh, all these things that go up in the cloud, you have to wait for them to download. And I was playing this one before too, so here we go, finally. Trees in the orchards are bursting with blossoms. Birds have returned, and their songs fill the sky. Fields are fresh turned, and the grasses are greening. Time for the planting, for springtime is nigh. All dewy the dawnings, all misty the mornings, the sun sets in glory each night o'er the town. Each sign speaks of summer and whispers it's coming, while nature greets life with a breathtaking gown. All dewy the dawnings, all misty the mornings, the sun sets in glory each night o'er the town. Each sign speaks of winter, summer, and whispers it's coming, while nature greets life with a breathtaking gown. Fields in the old like purple with aster. Grasses have dried and stand golden and brown. Corn streamers rustle all crisp in the breezes. Fall is at hand and the leaves are come down. All clear are the dawnings, all fresh are the mornings. The sun sets in glory each night o'er the town. Each sign speaks of winter, but speaks with such splendor that nature greets death in a breathtaking gown. All clear are the dawnings, all fresh are the mornings. The sun sets in glory each night o'er the town. Each sign speaks of winter, but speaks with such splendor that nature greets death in a breathtaking gown. There you go. That's breathtaking gown. And so another piece that was written over a number of years is actually a poem that I wrote. And the thing is that I wrote it as it was sort of past, present, and future. So the future part of it became, as time went on, it became quite prophetic. And so I no longer think of it so much as the future, but um, as the end of life, and for some things. So here we go. This is dreams. I dreamed us running through the field, hand in hand, singing, swinging, playing ring rosy, hands tightly clasped to waist. Laughing in the barn, tumbling in the hay, and with sweet kiss and soft caress, loving. I dreamed us driving on a warm, wet night, and only the odd roadside light gave me your shadow. We traveled on mile after mile through mysterious landscape of gleaming road and lowering cloud until the lightning, thundering loud, flashed the sky with green and gold and lit your face so calm and straight ahead into the storm. And I curled there beside you, safe and warm, safe and warm. I dreamed us sitting on a future lawn, watching the rise of a distant dawn, side by side on the long, wide green throughout a still sweet day, turning to face the setting sun, waiting while the night comes down. Sisters and friends fade into shadow, till only your presence holds solid beside me, bathed in a golden glow. And that we, besides my husband passing away in February of 2023, within the year between December 22 and December 23, besides my husband, we lost three very dear friends, all men, all of different types of diseases, and all within their birthday month at 78. So and I've lost two of my sisters since I wrote that last piece, and a very, very, very dear friend back in 2011. So, um, like I said, it's become prophetic. And since this Halloween is in a lot of ways, it's all spirit. What is it? Halloween is All Hallowed Eve, and the next day is All Souls Day. So, uh, or it's All Saints Day and All Souls Day. I'm not sure. My Catholic upbringing has faded long into the distance. I just want to take a minute and say hi to people. So, Wendy, it's lovely to see you. Oh, Cecilia Otto, that's fantastic. And Steve Hendershot. I don't think I've met you, Stevie. So I'm thinking maybe you're a woman. How are you doing today? This fine Tuesday? I'm doing okay. It's a great song. It does sound spooky. That's good. And Cecilia, oh, it's lovely to see you here. You know what? I that photograph of you in one of the, not a photograph, I think it was just you in one of the Zooms with Bree. There was a lamp in the background. I think I have the same lamp in my living room. So it's really neat. Turn up the volume on the backing track a bit. Yeah. I'll try to do that. It was really loud when I was singing it, but I hope I'm doing that right. I must have, because it was really loud when I was playing it. So Stevie Hendershot, um, that's really great. So you must be one of Pan's people. That's super. Okay, so I'm going to carry on now. I'm really sorry about the backing tracks. They're not coming through. They're not coming through, and I've got the right connector and everything now, but there's something going on where it's not coming through my speakers. Maybe this isn't. No, it's done. I've probably got it hooked up the wrong way, and I had to have my phone with me today, of course. So now I've hooked it up again, and there's nothing happening. Let me see if I turn this up a bit. If it would. Last time I had an echo, and things were too loud and crazy. Um, so there are two other songs on Celtic Cat which fit the bill, and Sea Song and another song called On the Water. Um, so I recorded Breathtaking Gown on Celtic Cat, which is one of the ones that is out of distribution. But in order to get a sort of younger, finer voice, one of my daughters agreed to sing as a demo singer, and with an AKA of Emily Brady, and she recorded 4 of the 5 songs. Now, what was really funny is that afterwards, Chris couldn't tell us apart, my producer, but I could. She's got a beautiful young voice and also beautifully trained, and I'm not. I'm just a kind of off the cuff singer. So I thought, well, I won't do. I won't do. Oh, I've got it right there. I'll keep On the Water until for the outro, but for now I'll sing Sea Song, which I wrote. I've sung myself for years, but on the recording, Chris Weatherstone joins Emily Brady, and they do it as a duet, which is really lovely because it's kind of a call and response song in a way. Now I'll see once again if I've got the backing track for this, and hopefully I do. These are so weird. Closer to the Truth. Oh yeah. Sea Song instrumental. By God, there it is. And I just have to wait for it to zoom up. So Sea Song, I wrote, oh gosh, when my son turned 3, and he's now 51. So like it was a while back. But we recorded this EP. This EP was released in 2015, I think. And On the Water was new, but we kind of went through my old songs to find the ones that sort of fit the bill as a kind of a Celtic folk song. In fact, it was funny because for the next couple of years after that, Chris kept referring to me as a Celtic folk singer, and I'm like, no, I'm a multi-genre singer-songwriter. And I had 4 songs plus a 5th one sort of squeaked in. Anyway, here we go with what I could do is I can hold this up closer to the speaker. That might help. Is that too loud? And that's Ian Harper with the Ellen flute. Doing pickups. Oh, sail, fisherwoman, sail away. Oh, why do you sit anchor down? Oh, well, I must stay in the harbor today, for my crew has gone into the town. Oh, for my crew has gone into the town. Oh, well, sail, rover woman, sail away. Oh, why do you sit anchor down? Oh, well, I must stay in the harbor today. Yea, for my crew has run me aground. Oh, for my crew has run me aground. Oh, sail away. Oh, why do you sit anchor down? Oh, well, I must stay in the harbor today. They have wrapped me in chains and I've drowned. Oh, they have wrapped me in chains and I have drowned. It's like the Jake. Sail away, oh, why do you sit anchor down? Oh, well, I must stay in the harbor today. They have wrapped me in chains and I've drowned. Oh, they have wrapped me in chains, and I have so that's yeah, that's Sea Song. And what the line I kept missing in that, not realizing when the third verse was coming in, was it's then sail gypsy woman, sail away. So it goes from fisherwoman to rover woman to gypsy woman. And I struggled with that word gypsy. I know it's got some issues about it now, but I wanted to use a word that meant roving, but more than roving, like a traveling, constantly traveling woman. Um, okay, good volume. That's great. Now this is what I had planned for this first half hour, with the outro of being on the water. However, since Pan has asked me to do more than that, I thought what I would do is, and these are like a little less prepared, but I have several other songs, and I did Dancing to the Neverland, so I can get rid of that. But, you know, there's a way that I can get like put an iPad up behind my computer and have it act like I could put all the lyrics on it and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. I brought some poetry up as well. And there's a couple of other songs that I want to sing. Well, that's the actual verse. Okay. Well, what we're going to do then is I'm going to sing one more song, and then I will get put a poem in. Just need to get that up to the top first. Oh, I'll do that one. And I'll do that one if there's time. Alrighty. This is a song that some of you have already heard. My mother passed away in 2015, in January of 2015. She was 101, 4 months and 9 days, and spent 1 week in her bed and passed away in the night. So she was something else. But I wrote it about 6 months later when I was at Song Studio in July. So I guess it was 7 months later. I walked to, I think it was a Starbucks around the corner to just get some lunch. I'll get a little lunch box. And by the time I came back to Song Studio, I had this song in my head. And so I sang it to my mentor group that afternoon, and it got really good feedback. It's a song that I've sent to people who've lost a parent because it reads like a poem. But I thought, you know, maybe I should record it. I don't know. I never can figure out how to record it. So I took it to Song Studio this summer, and the mentor group that heard it said, oh my gosh, it's absolutely, it should be sung a cappella, but you must record it and get it out there and do it with a choral behind you, a chorale behind singing, you know, and also add drone harmonies. I don't know what drone harmonies are, but I'm sure that my producer would know what they are. So I thought what I'd do today is, because it hasn't been recorded, is I'll just sing it a cappella. Okay, so I'm just going to move it in front of me here, because actually I can take this away, since that was my figuring out the first half. And now this will start the second half, and I'll put a little holder on there so I don't have to look over to the side so much. So this is called A Time for Dying. Now is a time for dying. The gray tsunami is rolling in. Time for the old guard to fall out and the new guard to fall in. Now is a time for crying, to grieve those passed away, to cast their ashes to the wind and remember yesterday. Oh, now is a time for sighing, as the burden falls to us, as we become the elders to carry on the trust. This is a generation change, a time for long goodbyes. Have we learned enough to lead the ones who come behind? Oh, now is a time for dying, for crying and sighing alone, for parents and loved ones who move along and leave us on our own. And I love this song, and I love the way it reads as a poem as well. So someday you will hear it as a recorded song. I wanted to also sing a song that I wrote at the time of Katrina. And we've just had such terrible hurricanes. I mean, not us, of course, because we're lucky we live in the northern hemisphere. But, well, I mean, the States is in the northern hemisphere too, but the southern states has just got pummeled. And Wendy and I have a friend named Caroline who lives in Hanoi, and she wasn't there. She was actually somewhere getting her visas sorted out in order to stay there. But they have had a terrible typhoon hit Vietnam as well. So we're lucky people living in this land, I think. Those of us who are up in Canada, we get torrential rains every once in a while. We get blizzards every once in a while. And if you're up in the north, then you have far more environmental problems than we do. But what we get is the last breath of a hurricane if it comes up our way. So this is New Orleans moon. And like I said, I have a number of friends in New Orleans. And so I was, there's no vocal there. Um, yeah, I was just so worried about them all. And some people left New Orleans and never came back. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I have to get it. New Orleans moon. Okay, no vocal. The last time that I saw you, it was early June. That old New Orleans. I thought that was wrong. Sorry. Sorry, wrong one. There we go. The last time that I saw you back in early June, that old New Orleans moon shone through our shadow. But now I'm way up here in Canada, following the news. I'm sitting here alone thinking of you. I'm wondering where you are, I'm wondering what to do. And Hurricane Katrina looks like hell is breaking loose. Ooh. And the rain keeps falling, the water keeps on rising, the wind keeps howling, the people keep on dying. I don't know where you are, I don't know what to do. I want to fly the moon to New Orleans to rescue you. Ooh. Remember having drinks on down at Feelings Cafe and on Lake Pontchartrain. The food heaped on our trays. Now all the streets we walked together have been washed away. I smile, my friend, so all alone, so far, far away, far away, far away. And the rain keeps falling, the water keeps on rising, wind keeps howling, the people keep on dying. I don't know where you are, I don't know what to do. I want to fly the moon to New Orleans to rescue you. Ooh, but I'm way up here in Canada, following the news. I sit alone, I cry alone, thinking of you. I don't know where you are, I don't know what to do. And Hurricane Katrina looks like hell is breaking loose. Ooh, ooh. Oh, the last time that I saw you, back in early June, that old New Orleans moon shone through our shadows. Gotta scoot. Wendy, bye-bye. See you later. Okay. So Wendy and Caroline and I have a little accountability group out of Bree's suggestion. Thanks, Cecilia. Got through it anyway. Um, yeah, you have to imagine I hadn't quite got these things under my belt since last night. So that on the water is going to wait until. Now, this is a song. I do have the backing track for it. And it's not really I don't even know why I decided it would be appropriate for the Halloween music marathon. This, by the way, it goes on. It went on yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And like I said, should check Pan's. It's Panet stream channel. That's the one you meant, I think, Pan. Pan. And but I wanted to do reunion just more because it's kind of like a lost dream, lost love type of song. It's not about death, it's about other things. So I thought, well, what the heck, I'll do that one too. And I may have to talk through the next hour, half hour. I just want to put this on here so I can see the words, because this is a strange song. This also works very well a cappella, but I do have the backing track, so we'll use it. The violinist is, or the violinist, the guitarist, jazz guitarist is, and it's on my jazz EP, Cool Cat. You can actually see those, and you can even order them on my website, CatherineMThompson.com. However, on that CatherineMThompson, Thompson, that's the Thompson part, .com, CatherineMThompson.com. So you can still order those from me, but they won't. What I'm doing is I'm working in TrackStage to get the metadata all edited, and then I'll put them back up onto CD Baby, and they'll go out from there. And I'm slow, I'm afraid, very slow doing these things. So there is an instrumental break in here, and I just hope that I can remember where it is. Okay, here we go. Come on, where's reunion? There was a way I used to do this where everything would line up, ready to go, but there doesn't seem to be. Strange how now the silence, after all these years, suddenly comes back to me, the laughter and the tears, and odd how fleet youth's dream is when reality appears. Funny how time passes, how things change. You would, you know what? I'm going to start that over again. That was really weird. Okay, let's try it again. This is the right place to start. Strange how loud the silence, after all these years, suddenly comes back to me, the laughter and the tears, and odd how fleet youth's dream is when reality appears. Funny how time passes, how things change. I would be a dancer, you a diplomat. Now here we are, two small town faces wearing small town hats. And are you happy? I can see you are. I guess that is that. Funny how time passes, how things change. How my heart would break whenever laughter touched your eyes. I remember midnight kisses, whispering and sighs. And now I see you're a dad of three, My goodness, how time flies. Funny how time passes, how things change. Say, do you remember? Oh, please tell me that you do. I knew we could never be. I know dreams don't come true. And this I know that long ago I was in love with you. Funny how time passes. Isn't it strange? Isn't it strange? Isn't it funny how time passes? How things change. So I haven't sung that for a while. Could you tell? Oh well, there you go. Good attempt at any rate. As I said, I have not been writing anything new all of 2023 and so far in 2024. But back in 2020, when COVID first hit, I was watching the birds, and we were all at home, sort of confined to home. And I was watching the birds and squirrels and out in our yard, which I wish you could see more of, but at any rate, I'll try to get rid of that blur for next time. So I wrote this poem. Doesn't have a title. Got to drink some tea. Birds light on the feeder and quickly fly away. They shelter in the cedars, the squirrels stop their play. Their silent stillness tells us a hawk must be nearby. We look but cannot see it, no matter how we try. Not a twitter or a chatter, not a rustle or a flutter. Stillness reigns for oh so long. Not a motion, not a song. Now suddenly there's movement. Birds call out and come to feed. Squirrels give chase and gnaw at walnuts. Death has left them to their needs. Although we could not see danger, creatures all knew it was there. They have ways to warn each other, ways to wait and to take care. It's a lesson as we watch them come and go within our yard. It's a time for global caution, although isolation can be hard. We must think about the future, guard ourselves and others well. Avoid death where it is lurking. When it will be over, time will tell. It may take months or even years till once more our merry ways will let us dance and sing together in joyful post-pandemic days. I'm not sure we've got there quite yet. I still see people wearing masks. My daughter, her beau, John, has long COVID, and she and he wear a mask every time they get into an elevator or go into any place the least bit crowded. But they go to restaurants and so forth and so on. At any rate, that was one of the newer pieces because like I said, I just haven't been writing. What got still 10 minutes. That's great. The thing about Halloween, and it's true of Cinco de Mayo too in Mexico, is that it is a time, although we dress up as witches and scarecrows and scary people from, all kinds of places, but also, princesses and what have you. I just want to see what you guys have said. I see many masks too. Yes. Good, Cecilia, that's great. Cece. Planet Stream Channel, join the Facebook group. That's what Pan has put the link up there. Now, the thing about the Facebook group is that Facebook no longer allows you to do a video into a group, like a live stream. You can't do that. I'm wondering if it's because of the kind of pornography that just popped up on mine. I've had to report it and get rid of it and all the rest of it. But at any rate, they're not allowing that anymore. So, but I wanted to read you my chronological genealogy poem because it is about my ancestors that I know of so far. Colonized and colonizer, this is my chronological genealogy. I'm Ojibwe Anishinaabe, Garden River First Nation, through great grand-mère and grand-père, Melody Houle and Pierre Cadeau. I am French through Louis Hebert, apothecary for Champlain, who planted the first domesticated wheat in North America on a farm outside of Fort Quebec. I am descended from Courrier de Bois Jean Nicolet through his daughter Marguerite from his Nipissing country wife, name unknown, although they were together 9 years. I am of the Acadie. Antoine Hebert was he who fled the British expulsion in 1755 from Nova Scotia into Quebec. I am Germanic, through my father's forebears, Wilhelm and Katrinka Schaefer, who left what is now Austria, sailed under British protection to farmland in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I am UEL, United Empire Loyalist, through Schaefer's sons, who fought with Butler's Rangers in the War of Independence, expelled to trek to a homestead in Ancaster in 1795, where they anglicized their name to Shaver. And my forefather, Almus, Prussian mercenary who escaped a POW camp in the American Revolution and made his way north to a homestead in Ancaster Down. I am Métis of the 1828 exodus from Drummond Island with the British garrison to Fort Ste. Marie. Baptiste Bruneau and Pierre Saint-Amand were among them. Odile Saint-Amand and Jean-Baptiste Bruneau, my great-grandparents, Franco and Terry and me. I am Scottish from 1874, when great-great-grandmother Catherine Mary Thompson crossed to wed the Ancaster McNiven in her wedding gown of silk, which I wore when I wed in 1967 a man of Scottish, Irish, and English descent. And with our children, who are all of these, colonized and colonizer. This is my chronological genealogy. I just have a hard time getting through that last bit. So I just have 2 songs left. And one of them is a song that, again, it was never recorded. And when I took it to Song Studio this summer, it's one of my old songs. I don't even know what year it was written in. And I sang it, sort of said, I've got this song and I've never done anything with it. And I'm wondering whether I should record it, yada, yada, yada. And the response I got was surprising. Everybody was very, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. And the fellow sitting next to me, Jeremy Voltz, who is he's a musician that I absolutely, I'm a fan of his because he does all kinds of different things from, singer-songwriter folk music to having a kind of a jazzy group that goes out and does all kinds of, matching outfits and the whole bit. And he's really, really neat. So I'm going to sing Forever in Your Eyes. I'm going to lubricate this is a little mouth thing I got. I think it's honey. Anyway, yes, and some more tea. So I'll sing some of this. Sometimes we get together like all good friends do, somewhere between the laughter and the wine. Something opens up between us, and much to my surprise, when I look at you, I fall into your eyes. I fall into your eyes, I fall into your eyes. I look at you and fall into your eyes. I fall into your eyes, I fall into your eyes. When I look at you, I fall into your eyes. Kisses, soft caresses I would give to you, would yield me up to you with such sweet sighs. There is just one sign of love that I would ask of you, to let me drown forever in your eyes. I'm just going to the end of it now. Forever in your eyes, forever in your eyes. Oh, let me drown forever in your eyes. Forever in your eyes, forever in your eyes. Oh, to let me drown forever. Let me drown myself forever. Let me drown forever, never, ever let me go. I will find myself forever in your eyes. So Jeremy just thought that was the bee's knees, and he asked me, I had an archival recording of it, and I said, okay, I'll send that to you, and I'll give you the the lyric sheet as well. And, you can, if you ever do anything with it, let me know. And he said, no, he didn't have any thoughts along that. He just thought it was wonderful and he wanted to have it. And I was like, okay. But, it's one of those things where you just think it's too, I don't know what, but too repetitive, et cetera, et cetera. So give me a minute and I will look for the backing track to On the Water, which I believe I have here. And it's not on this one because I think it's on this one. Oh, it's not. See, songs stay down here with you close to. That's really weird. I wonder why it's not here. I don't want to sing that a cappella. Come on, come on. It's On the Water. Ah, there it is. I knew I had it here someplace. Good. This is my outro, so I'll say bye-bye. A certain condescends that stills my restless mind. I leave every fear and worry far behind. And things that really matter, like life and love and you, seem more than true on the water. On the water, my sorrows wash away. On the water, I'm lifted by the waves. My spirit soars to climb the wind between the earth and sky. That's why I feel free on the water. Whenever I have found myself beside a lake, the rushing ebb and flow, a constant give and take. The sound drowns out the chatter of sweet serenity. I'm more than me on the water. Hey, Sue. On the water, my sorrows wash away. On the water, I'm jilted by the waves. My spirit soars to climb the wind between the earth and sky. That's why I feel free on the water. It doesn't have to be a wild and wondrous sea. A little stream or quiet pond will do for me. And even in a city square, if I can find a fountain there, I'm happy. On the water, my sorrows wash away. On the water, I'm lifted by the waves. My spirit soars to climb the wind beneath the sky. That's why I feel free on the water. This is the Uilleann pipe, played by, oh, I can't think of his name now. It's like an Irish bagpipe. And when my time is done on that fateful day, put me in a boat and watch me float away. My heart will be at ease, and I will rest in peace for all eternity on the water, for all eternity. on the water. So I made it through the whole hour, Pan. In fact, it's 6:01. Susan, it's lovely to see you here. It's the first time I've sung for an hour in a while. And it's just great that all of you piped up here. I missed it. Can I catch it somewhere afterwards? Yes, Sue, you can. It will be very shortly. It will be up. Well, it's streamed on my pages in like my profile and my page in Facebook. So it should be there. But the other place it'll be, if not right away, then shortly it will be up on YouTube. And I really hope that my MP3s of my backing tracks is not going to cause it to get a copyright infringement. I mean, I really can't figure that out. I like somebody in the Ecamm family said, well, you can always you can license them. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I'd be paying myself and my own company to license them. So, it's ridiculous. But I am going to have to find out about it if I'm going to do any more of this now. So it's been lovely to see you, everyone who got here. And I will see you again sometime soon. And have yourselves a happy Thanksgiving. And that's what this was all about. Oh, wait a minute, I'm going to the wrong place here. Here we go. This is what it's all about. I'm one of many artists who are performing. So I guess Pan probably just finds it too busy running around to other people's places to do it today. So I filled in for her. But 6 o'clock, Marie Reese Ciccone is on. And I think they're coming from, all over the place. So enjoy. See you next time. Bye-bye.